channel where we break down workplace culture without the corporate fuss. Whether you are just stumbling across this channel or you've been riding with us from day one, I'm Efua, and this is your space to explore how identities change our work lives. Let's be real, the workplace is changing faster than your TikTok feed. And if you are tired of companies talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion while doing absolutely nothing, that's why each week we dive into topics that actually matter, how different cultural and religious backgrounds create both challenges and opportunities, what real inclusion looks like beyond the corporate buzzwords, practical ways to navigate your identity at work without compromising who you are. We bring you real stories from real people, expert insights without the jargon, and actionable advice you can actually use, whether you are just starting your career or running the show. This channel isn't about performing allyship or corporate virtue signaling. It's about creating workplaces where everyone can thrive. Because let's face it, we spend way too much time at work to not feel like we belong there. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our community in the comments. Got topics you want covered? Questions you need answered? Drop them below. The channel exists for you. Harmony Space, because diversity isn't just a checkbox, it's the future of work. Hey there, welcome to Harmony Space. I'm Efua, and today we're diving into a topic that affects people across all generations, but rarely gets the spotlight that it deserves in DEI conversations. We are talking about age discrimination in the tech and innovation sectors. While we often focus on gender, race, and sexuality in diversity discussions, ageism remains the silent barrier that's shaping our digital future. From 20-somethings being dismissed as inexperienced to workers over 40 facing subtle and not so subtle push-out tactics, age bias is affecting innovation, workplace culture, and individual careers across the UK and beyond. Before we jump in, quick reminder to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so you can never miss an episode. Let's get into it. Let's start with some eye-opening stats here in the UK. According to research by the Centre for Aging Better, by 2025, 1 in 3 workers in the UK will be over 50 years old. Yet in the tech sector, that representation plummets dramatically. In 2023, Tech Talent Charter report showed that while the average age across all UK industries is 41, in tech companies it's just 31. But what does this mean in practice? Let's break down how age discrimination manifests in UK tech. Job descriptions loaded with terms like digital native, high energy, or seeking fresh graduates create immediate barriers. The average tech job ad in the UK contains at least 3 age-coded terms that signal to older workers they need not apply. Recruitment platforms and processes themselves can be biased. The trend toward video applications, gamified assessments, and social media-based recruitment can disadvantage older applicants who may be less familiar with these formats or platforms. Older workers in tech often face what's called the experience penalty, where extensive experience is seen as making you too expensive rather than more valuable. Research from the University of Kent found that tech workers over 45 years are 13% less likely to be called for an interview when their years of experience are listed. Meanwhile, younger workers face their own discrimination, being paid less for equal work under the guise of paying your dues or being labeled as entitled when negotiating fair compensation. The Equality Act 2010 prohibits age discrimination in employment, but proving it remains incredibly difficult. In 2023, only 3% of age discrimination cases in the UK resulted in successful outcomes for claimants. the lowest success rate among all protected characteristics. Age discrimination takes a serious psychological toll. A survey by the Royal Society for Public Health found that ageist attitudes can increase stress, lower self-esteem, and even impact cognitive performance. Looking beyond our borders, age discrimination in tech is a global phenomenon, but with fascinating regional variations. In the US, Silicon Valley's youth obsession is legendary, with Mark Zuckerberg's infamous quote that young people are just smarter, still echoing through the industry. The median age at major tech companies ranges from 28 at Facebook to 33 at Google, compared to 42 for the average US worker. Age discrimination claims in US tech increased by 28% between 2018 and 2023, with major settlements against companies like IBM. Countries like Finland and Sweden present an interesting contrast, where tech workforces average 4 to 5 years older than in the UK or US. These countries have implemented age-positive recruitment policies and multi-generational mentoring programs that have actually improved innovation outcomes. Japan faces a unique challenge with its aging population and traditional age-based hierarchies. The concept of digital transformation has been explicitly tied to bringing younger workers into traditional companies, sometimes creating intergenerational tensions. Countries like India and Nigeria have extremely young tech workforces with median ages in the mid-20s. This creates different challenges, with young people often rising to senior positions without mentorship from experienced colleagues. Beyond the ethical imperative, there's a strong business case for addressing age discrimination in tech. In 2022 study from MIT and London Business School found that age-diverse teams produce more disruptive innovations than age-homogeneous teams. The combination of fresh perspectives with deep experience creates what researchers call cognitive diversity, the real driver of innovation. The tech industry faces a concerning experience drain as skilled workers leave the field in their 40s and 50s, taking institutional knowledge with them. Companies with strong cross-generational mentoring showed 23% higher knowledge retention. As digital products and services expand to older consumers, having age-diverse teams becomes a competitive advantage. Teams that reflect their user base create more accessible and relevant products. So how do we address age discrimination in tech? Here are some actionable approaches. Companies like Slack and BBC Digital have implemented age-blind recruitment processes, removing graduation dates and focusing purely on skills assessment. This has increased age diversity in new hires by up to 18%. Rewriting job descriptions to focus on skills rather than years of experience or cultural fit has shown promising results. The Tech Talent Charter's Inclusive Job Description Toolkit provides practical guidance on this. Two-way mentoring, where younger and older employees learn from each other, has proven effective. Companies implementing these programs report higher retention rates across all age groups. Flexibility benefits workers of all ages, but can particularly support older workers with caregiving responsibilities or health considerations. Training programs designed for diverse learning styles and paced appropriately for different experience levels can ensure everyone develops crucial skills. As we wrap up today's conversation, I want to leave you with some thought-provoking questions. How might our perception of innovation change if we stopped associating it exclusively with youth? What valuable perspectives might be missing from our digital products because of age homogeneous teams? How can younger workers advocate for age diversity without seeming self-serving? What responsibility do tech education programs have to prepare students for age-diverse workplaces? True innovation comes from diverse thinking, and age diversity is a crucial but overlooked dimension of that diversity. Whether you are just starting your career or decades into it, creating age-inclusive tech spaces benefits everyone. Before we go, I'd love to hear your experiences with age dynamics in tech. Drop a comment below, share your story, or suggest topics for future episodes. If you found this valuable, please share it with your networks. This conversation needs to happen more widely. Until next time, this is Efua, and this has been Harmony Space. Keep questioning, keep connecting, and keep pushing for truly inclusive innovation.